So in this video, I want to show you how my workflow for creating an onboarding experience for an app. So right now, the app is actually already was built in this case, and the issue was that a lot of users were very confused as to how to even get started with it. So the request was, can you create some sort of onboarding concept that will really take them by the hand, help them understand what's going on, and really get them set up step by step. So here I am in Balsamiq, and I decided to start with a simple, the first screen was going to be just a welcome screen, a bunch of text that explains to them what's even going on, explains the prerequisites. They actually have to have an account with us first if they really want to start using it. So kind of gives them a bit of background, and that should help filter out if they're lost or if they don't have an account yet. We actually give them access to take action. Create your account here first before you're even ready to continue. At the bottom, I'm actually marking the progress of through the app with these circles and dots. This is actually individual icons in Balsamiq that I created and grouped, and at any given time changed one of them to a different color as I went through it. So that's how I'm sort of indicating this progress. Eventually I got lazy and actually stopped designing it, but I conveyed the concept, and at the last one I have it over here. I have multiple screens on one just for you can easily understand it visually. You could of course make this as individual screens and then really take people through it click by click to create that full immersive experience, but here was sufficient to just convey a flow, which I use using Balsamiq's arrows in between. So in the step 2, we ask them to paste in the campaign URL. It's interesting here, based on how much you're zoomed in, you can see that line over there that comes through. I actually changed the button text for each one to give it a little bit more context. So here it's next, then it becomes connect and continue, because this is a key step. I have an icon symbolically symbolizing kind of the main action for that specific step. Here they need to give user permissions. They need to give permissions for their app to access certain things. So here I visualize that as them navigating away to a separate area where they enable the location permissions. And then when they're done, the idea is for them to be taken back to the app, to this step. Technically, it would be coming back to here and go to there. If there was any errors, we could show them on this page and have them try it again. Here too, there were some choices that they need to make. Based on that, I take them through this flow. So this is actually already built. So I just pulled a screen from a different project, pasted in here just to convey the idea that they need to choose it. And then finally, we have them define a password. So then in the future, this is going to be a publicly facing app. So in the future, if they need to modify anything, we have a password to protect their settings so no other person can mess with it. And finally, I have here a final message that kind of tells them that they are completely done and gives them a hint to the fact that in the future, if they want to access these settings, it's going to be on top here on the right. Now, my idea was that this wouldn't actually be clickable, but it would give them the idea of where to find that gear when they wanted to. Another option, of course, could be a little screenshot of the actual app and highlighting that gear part area. So those are both valid ways of doing it. Right now, I didn't have a screenshot because this hasn't been developed, so this was the concept I went with so far. And then, of course, the button just says start fundraising. So it gives them that final confirmation when they're ready. And I also decided to drop the progress flow here at that point. A, because there really is a lot of steps, and B, because they're really already done. So you don't need to measure that anymore.